reply to a parliamentary question I asked recently, I was given this. The procurement strategy for the National Children's Hospital was developed and finalised from 2014 to 2016. And they were precisely the years that Leo Varadkar was Minister for Health. And into that mix, you just mentioned the fact, does it not seem crazy that you've two different procurement contracts, one for what happens in the ground and one what happens above the ground. And it is crazy. And the company that Justine mentioned, BAM, have a reputation, because I've had to deal with them. Well, they've had history of underpricing and then things coming in at a much higher cost.
Well, now, Brid, without any detail, I'm not going
okay,
to. We won't stand over that in the studio
okay,
because I'm not aware of the detail of that, so I'm not going to let you say
okay, and I won't
that.
give you the detail if you don't want it, but it's out there and anybody can Google it and see. But there's also, I believe, a cover and a spin yet again by Leo Varadkar to deny the truth and to cover his role in it as Minister for Health.
So, Stephen, I want to know.
Our negotiations about the crisis in our GP service were highlighted during the debate on the legislation around abortion, because there was an argument about the need for a return visit, what they called a cooling off period within 3 days. If a woman wanted to acquire an abortion pill, that she had to go back a second time. And we looked at the facts at that time. We had evidence from the GPs to show what Stephen has so graphically told us here tonight. There's already a crisis in GP service. One knows from one's personal experience it's really difficult to get an appointment when you need it. And then the requirement to go back a second time to the GP rather than to a nurse or, you know, in the clinic or somebody else was highlighted as going to create more problems for the GP crisis. So I was aware of it. The country should have been aware of it because it was highlighted in the debates around the I think it's a real crisis now, and we'll be there with them tomorrow when they're outside the Dáil, and I think everybody else should really get behind their demands, because they're the one group within the FEMPI legislation who were hurt and haven't had a single percentage of that cut restored. Yeah, everybody else had some restoration. GPs have had none.
How did GPs get so left behind in this?